storm began just after sunset, and by the time she pulled off the highway, the rain had turned Maple Creek into a blur of silver light and soaked pavement. Emily Carter hadn't meant to come back here. Not tonight, not after all these years. But the letter had only 4 words. He's asking for you. She sat in her car for a long time, staring at the flickering neon sign of the old diner across the street. The same diner where she'd spent half her teenage nights, laughing, dreaming, planning her escape. Now the world outside her window looked quiet and lonely. She took a deep breath, opened the door, and stepped into the rain. Inside, the air smelled like coffee and cinnamon. And then, she saw him, Luke Turner, sitting in the corner booth, hands around a chipped mug, eyes tired but kind. For a heartbeat, the world stilled. The storm, the years, everything in between. Gone. Didn't think I'd ever see you again. He said softly. Didn't think I'd come back, she replied with a nervous smile. They talked like strangers, carefully, politely. Each word brushed against old memories they'd both tried to forget. And when the lights flickered, the diner went dark. Power out. Just the sound of rain against the windows. Luke's voice came through the quiet. Guess we're stuck here for a while. They sat across from each other in the glow of a single candle. The air felt different now. Heavier, but somehow peaceful. You still take your coffee black, she said. And you still tease people for no reason, he replied. They both laughed, and just like that, the years melted away. 2 old souls, finding their way back through silence and candlelight. I didn't mean for it to end the way it did, Luke said quietly. You leaving? Me staying? We were kids, she answered. I thought the world was waiting for me somewhere else. Turns out it wasn't. There it was, the truth, finally spoken aloud. Not dramatic, not loud, just honest. Your mom said you came back because of me, he said after a moment. Why? Because I never stopped wondering if you were okay, Emily whispered. And maybe because I was tired of pretending I didn't care. Luke reached across the table, his hand brushing hers, not to pull her closer, but to tell her she didn't have to run anymore. By dawn, the storm was gone. The streets glistened under the early light, and the town seemed peaceful again. So what now? Luke asked quietly. Emily smiled. Now we try again, but slower this time. You know I never really stopped waiting for you, right? He said. She laughed, eyes shining. Yeah, I think I knew. They walked toward Main Street together, hand in hand, as the sun rose over Maple Creek, a town that had been waiting for both of them to come home. A year later, the old mechanic's shop had a new sign out front, Turner and Carter Auto and Coffee. Luke fixed cars. Emily ran the tiny cafe beside the garage. Every evening, when the sun dipped behind the trees, they'd close early, sit on the porch with 2 mugs of coffee, and watch the town lights come on one by one. No drama. No heartbreak, just 2 people who finally stopped running from the place and the person that felt like home.